Evaluation question 4. How do you use media technologies in the research and planning, construction and evaluation? Blogger. Blogger is a free online tool for creating a blog. We use this service to create a group blog and also 2 individual blogs to store all of our research and planning work, our proof of work of what we did towards our construction of our final products, and also our evaluations. We used it because it's really easy to use and it's easy to navigate around the blog. Also, it puts all of our posts into chronological order, so it's easy to see what piece of work was done at what time. And also you can label each post with the person's name who did it, so it's easier to see who did what. Also, it allows us to link videos and other online links as well, and also upload pictures and links to our posts so that we can include everything that we needed to in them. We changed the theme and colours to match our band's original logo, which we put as the background of our blog, and this is really creative because we used online service to its full potential to make our blog match our logo. It also enables our peers and our audience to comment on some of our posts to give us feedback on our work, and also all of our final products are presented here. YouTube. YouTube is a video sharing website where users can upload, share and view videos. YouTube was an extremely important part of our project as we used it throughout our research and planning, construction and our evaluation. For the research and planning, we used it to look at existing bands' music videos for inspiration for our own video, and this is where we found our intertextual reference. An example of this is the video we looked at by the script, which is called The Man Who Can't Be Moved. And we also looked at the John Lewis advert, which is about 2 different worlds of 2 different people colliding. The girl is a bit higher class than the boy, he's a bit more lower class, and this is just like our idea in our music video. We also use YouTube in our research and planning to upload our storyboard animatic to gain feedback and then link it to our blog. We also use it to upload other videos such as our assets list and things like that. We found out by looking at the reservoir's videos on YouTube how many fans they actually already have and how popular they are, so we could go by this to create our target audience. We also use MySpace to identify the target audience of our band. Throughout our construction, we use YouTube to look at a lot of tutorials of how to do certain things to our products, particularly our Digipack on Photoshop, as neither of us were extremely familiar with it, and if we looked at tutorials we'd gain an idea of how to do this, so this was really useful. We also use YouTube to upload our final rough cut to get feedback for it on how to improve it for our final video. And then we also used it to upload our final video, and then we linked that to our blog. We use YouTube to upload our final video because it targets all different people in the world and not just people who are our target audience, so we could get a more variety of opinions back for it. We also used YouTube to upload all of these evaluation videos, and it's really easy to access through my blog. Google is an internet search engine where you can find out information about whatever you search for in the search bar. We used it mainly for our research and planning, and this was to search for our intertextual references to give us inspiration for our own music video. We found examples of other bands' products, Digipack's websites, so their campaigns overall, and this is where we got some of our ideas from. It was effective because we had the opportunity to look at more than one band's campaign, as Google gave us more of a variety of them, so we could get ideas from different ones. And it was creative because we took the ideas that we found and then we applied them to our own products. Sony HD camera. The Sony camera we used to film our music video was very high quality and it was extremely easy to use. We'd also used it before, so we knew what we were doing. We were able to change the white balance to suit our surroundings. It also allowed us to turn a dial to change the camera in and out of focus, and we use this really well to our advantage when we were filming certain type of shots, like the blurred shot on the balcony of the band where we zoomed out and we also came out of focus at the same time. We also use the zoom feature on the camera to achieve all of our different types of shots, from extreme close-ups to extreme wide shots. and this was especially useful when we filmed a shot of the band performing on the balcony, as it was really high up and needed to zoom in, and we were able to do this. After using the camera, we obtained high quality images in our music video. Facebook. We use this social networking site throughout our research and planning and also our construction. It allowed us to firstly identify the target audience of our band by looking at the type of people that had liked them on Facebook and also how many people. We were then familiar with this and we could base our video on it. So we also used Facebook to upload our final rough cut of our video to receive feedback from others. It gave us many different types of opinions, as we didn't focus on one particular type of people in a genre. We got feedback from all different types of people, which meant we could see what people who aren't only into indie rock music thought of our video. We also linked SurveyMonkey to Facebook, which we created a survey on, so that then they could click on the link and then really easily fill in the survey for us. Nikon DSLR camera. This extremely high quality Nikon camera came in very handy when it was time to do our photo shoot for our band. I personally took all of our photographs, which we use for our digipack and website. I had the ability to change a lot of different settings to suit the type of the image that we wanted to get in the photos, which held a moody type of atmosphere. I could also use the zoom to get more close-up shots if I needed to, which was really handy so I didn't put the camera right in their faces. It has very high resolution, and by using this camera we got really professional looking shots. We use Final Cut Pro in our research and planning, construction and evaluation. Final Cut is a professional piece of editing software which we have used before, so we were both really comfortable with using it to its full potential. With its wide range of tools and effects. I use Final Cut to edit together our storyboard animatic, which is a series of photographs representing what our final video should roughly look like, and this was for our research and planning. We then used it, more importantly, to edit our final music video together, which we did fairly quickly as the program is quite easy to use and obviously we'd used it before. To ensure our video was extremely in sync to the track, we could insert this as well, and then we could drag and move around our footage accordingly on the timeline to fit with the music. Final Cut allowed us to cut up our shots however we needed to fit with our music, and also to fit with our animatic pictures, so we had an idea of what we were doing. And it also let us create a professional looking video overall. We used this program as it was really convenient and we were more familiar with it than other editing software. Photoshop. Photoshop is another professional piece of software on the Mac computers which we were allowed to use. We used it to create our front, back, two middle sections and the spines of our digipack, as well as editing some of our photos on there for our website. To do this and create a suitable digipack for our band, we experimented with many of the different tools and effects which were available, which were different colours, textures, different effects and also overlaying, so we could achieve a professional looking digipack which fitted in well with our genre. Photoshop was actually really complicated and quite hard to use, as there are so many different tools and ways of doing things. However, after a while we looked at tutorials and finally got the hang of it, and we were allowed to be as creative as we possibly could be when editing our photos and putting our digipack together, and then we produced an extremely interesting and imaginative overall product. We used it as it would let us build our digipack to a really high standard. Wix. We also used Wix for our construction, and this was for our website. It's a free online website building site which we used to create our band's website, which was also part of the campaign as well as the digipack and music video. It was extremely suitable for doing this, as we were able to advertise the band's new music video and the new album release for our band's target audience and fans to see and recognise. We also used it as it's really easy to use and access from any different computer. which meant we could always work on it wherever we are. It was great because it allowed us to very simply upload any images and texts, which we really used to our advantage, meaning we could create and upload images such as our merchandise, which we first created on Photoshop, made as a picture, and then uploaded it to our website. And this was to promote our band even further. We had the opportunity to move text around, change the themes, change the fonts and the colours to match our band's image and genre, which we did, making an overall recognisable campaign using this free service.